Welcome to Medical Dialogues Journal Club, your daily dose of health and medical news. I'm Dr. Priyanka Ahuja, and today I will be discussing a study about birth outcomes of neonates exposed to marijuana in utero. Marijuana, that is cannabis sativa L, is grown extensively globally. Misuse of marijuana is one of the most prevalent substance abuse disorders, particularly among young adults, and the demands for worldwide treatment have increased. During pregnancy, self-reported use of marijuana overall has ranged from 2% to 5% in several studies. However, some studies have reported that when limited to populations of young women living in urban areas who are less advantaged socioeconomically, that number could be as high as 15% to 28%. Some authors have suggested that the prevalence is likely underestimated, given that marijuana use is often underreported. Cannabis products may be associated with changes in the fetal biology, given that the 9-tetrahydrocannabinol crosses the placenta and can be identified in the adult body for 30 days. Cannabinoid receptors are present in the central nervous system of a developing fetus at the beginning of the second trimester. Exposure to exogenous cannabinoids may be associated with changes in the prefrontal cortex and theoretically with its development and function. A meta-analysis of 16 studies, including 59,138 patients, maternal marijuana exposure during pregnancy was associated with increased risk of preterm deliveries and neonatal intensive care unit admissions and decreased mean birth weight, 1-minute APGAR score, and head circumference of babies. There were no differences in the mean 5-minute APGAR score or a total infant length. Study published in JAMA Network Open. While some studies have found an association between marijuana use and adverse neonatal outcomes, results have not been consistent across all trials. All interventional and observational studies that included pregnant women who were exposed to marijuana compared with pregnant women who were not exposed to marijuana and that reported neonatal outcomes were included. Reporting followed the preferred reporting items for systemic reviews and meta-analysis guideline. Outcomes included incidence of birth weight less than 2,500 grams, small for gestational age, rate of preterm delivery, gestational age at the time of delivery, birth weight, incidence of neonatal intensive care unit admissions, APGAR score at 1 minute, APGAR score at 5 minutes, incidence of APGAR score less than 7 at 5 minutes, fetal head circumference, and fetal length. Among 16 studies, including 59,138 patients, there were significant increases in 7 adverse neonatal outcomes among women who were exposed to marijuana during pregnancy versus those who were not exposed during pregnancy. These included increased risk of birth weight less than 2,500 grams, small for gestational age, preterm delivery, and NICU admission, along with decreased mean birth weight, APGAR score at 1 minute, and infant head circumference. Researchers concluded that this study found that women exposed to marijuana in pregnancy were at significantly increased risk of some adverse neonatal outcomes. These findings suggest that increasing awareness about these risks may be associated with improved outcomes. That's all for today. Stay tuned to Medical Dialogues for further updates.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.